Greetings, my name is Brenical once more, and I suppose I'm simply engaging in Overwatch, as indeed I did have a previous video upon Overwatch. Now, evidently we're playing the actual game. Quick play, let's proceed. Let us proceed. I suppose I will play as... no healers. Although this is not an excuse, it is quick play, and I'd rather not engage in that quite yet. I apologize to my teammates, but I'm simply doing this in order for enjoyment, and I'm not going to be genuinely serious, despite the fact that I should, because I typically do take quick play in a manner in which it should be used for general practice, and I suppose I'm practicing as Genji, despite the fact that I'm relatively decent with him. Yes, I apologize for the considerable delay in the models actually loading out. It takes quite a bit in order for it to fully function. Well, Overwatch, wonderful. Will I be analyzed? Will I be immediately seen by the multitude, plethora of channels that show highlights? I highly doubt it, as I'm not an efficient player. Alright, there they are. Wonderful. Loading in. Let's proceed, and I presume my FPS will be rather low, as my computer is evidently not the greatest, and I'm also recording. It's fairly decent at the moment. Alright then. It's interesting not playing... okay, I'm going to finish. It's interesting not to play with the extra and added sounds, as I typically do, but I'm simply recording, and I'd rather not have that overpower my voice, which is feeble in certain circumstances. I'm going to perish because Symmetra. Wonderful. This is an excellent composition, but it's not as though any of us genuinely care. Regardless, please do fly up here. Roadhog is incoming. This is a wonderful match. Rather silent as well. Commentary. It's wonderful. You can actually provide it. Hopefully, and I'm assuming that my keyboard is not ridiculously loud. Well, that's something I can't anticipate. I have infiltrated them, which is wonderful. And I will perish. How exactly am I still alive? Wonderful. Symmetra. Well, evidently, I am not the greatest player in the world, but I suppose I'm also distracted. This is wonderful. I am quite distracted at the moment. Idiotic honors work. Multiple assignments, but despite the fact that I should be focusing upon this, as I'm bothering to make a video about it. And that's not an excuse regardless, but I'm going to be playing the lackadaisical Genji here, which is wonderful, obviously. I'd like to reflect that. Well, technically deflect, but moving on. Well, I mean, well, time to engage in an argument with myself. Greetings, Reinhardt. Preferably you don't take that, because I will require it, my friend. I could simply rush in here if I wanted to and use my ultimate. I'd rather not. make sure they do have a lid up. Well then, that was almost an incredibly idiotic error by me, but indeed we do need a healer, but it's quick play and no one's going to bother to do it. And I would be Zenyatta or Ana, perhaps, if I were not trying to use my ultimate so desperately. So that's our entire team currently. Trying to find a proper opening to attack them with. Because, okay, if I want to attempt to get play of the game, and Overwatch should not be about this, which it isn't, but there's no way we could possibly win at this point, so I suppose I can simply attempt that. I'm going to die regardless because I'm not paying attention. Wonderful. And I'm most likely not even going to be able to use my ultimate properly. I say. Wonderful. Yeah, regardless, I won't be able to use it unless my team decides to fully push. I find it interesting because we're essentially a team composed of level 100s. Evidently, not actually all level 100, but I suppose I'll use my ultimate. That was wonderful. Torbjorn. I'm not leaving because it's unbearable to see a Torbjorn play the game. I'm leaving due to the fact that I'd like to see whether an alternate team, which is also efficient, would be better for me in this case. But then again, I highly doubt we're all putting in our best effort. 7 minutes currently. Let's proceed. Now, this channel specifically, I'm not entirely sure what it should hold or what it will hold. I'm primarily seeking, well, it's an assortment of topics, really. Occasionally, I suppose I'll play a game. Primarily discussions of specific topics, obviously, and, occupation-wise, even though this is completely irrelevant to what I was previously saying, I wish to become an astrophysicist when I'm an adult. Background information on me, which is also unimportant, as no one will watch this channel aside from the 5 individuals out of 26 subscribers I have, and that's from previous Minecraft videos, and which I still do appreciate the beauty of Minecraft. McCree, perhaps, I'd rather not. Perhaps. Not entirely sure, actually. I suppose I can be Reaper, as evidently my frames per second is not adequate, so that's the play character that doesn't require an immense amount of aim. For example, I would have preferred to be McCree, but that wouldn't have worked, obviously, as my aim would have been off in the very first place. Reaper. Wonderful. Greetings, teammates. Let's teleport briefly. Not my preferred spray either. Greetings, Diva. Thank you for putting your Gluteus Maximus directly in front of my face. It's quite the view. Genji. Okay. Torbjorn, of course. Double kill, apparently. Well, let's see. Greetings, Swordlord. Wonderful. My ultimate's going to be essential, so this will be approximately a 20-minute video, as an approximate measure, as I said. Hopefully, it's also one that's relatively efficient and does not consist of just nonsense. Wonderful. Killed the Reinhardt, and Sombra, which I actually did see. And she tricked me. Well, I'm deceased regardless. Congratulations, you chased me across the map. Yeah, wonderful. It's a hyperbole. Thank you. Sombra, referring to her, as a matter of fact, since I did encounter her, Sombra's has not had a massive impact upon the game, although her abilities could propose that. See, her abilities are substantial enough to cause a massive disruption to how the game is played, but there haven't really been any Sombras that are efficient enough to cause that change, which is essentially the case. I suppose I can go in for this Reinhardt once more. I've actually killed the Reinhardt rather frequently. I will die here, most likely. And Sombra once more is going in for me. I can't kill a Sombra. I cannot kill it. I can't kill a Sombra. Wonderful. That would have been rather embarrassing, which it technically still was. Suppose I'll go in for my ultimate here. Simply watch. Take that. That was horrible, horrible, horrible ult. Double kill. Still horrible regardless. Try to make that a triple, actually. Or perhaps if I have the opportunity to use it once more. I'm essentially chasing down the Reinhardt as I have been for the majority of this match. Wonderful. I do not know why I did not, mimicking my own voice, but I do not know why I did not move out of the way, as I was facing, my back was to a wall, and Reinhardt had excellent position in front of me. An error on my own accord. Let's see, if I'm able to obtain my ultimate once more, perhaps I can do something. Well, perhaps. We actually do have a healer. 6 eliminations. Once more, I'm evidently not doing my best, but nor am I fully trying either. Perhaps I should wait for Ana in order to nano boost me. She's most likely not going to, but regardless. If I were Genji, I did have an excellent Genji play, but of course I wasn't able to record because I did not actually have the system at the time. And wonderful. I'd like my ultimate, and I'd like Ana to nano boost me, even prior to, or whilst using it, but she most likely won't, since, okay, the Ana just used it. I don't know on who, as there seems to be no impact. Okay, on a diva. Excellent. ultimate, 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 ultimate. Get a bit of ult charge. Simply wait. I mean, there's quite enough time if I obtain my ultimate. So as to do some things which is relatively useful. We'll actually engage briefly and attempt to obtain it. There we are. Mercy, please do engage with me. Alright, very close indeed. Okay, I'm securing that, obviously, and this provides an opportunity for play of the game. Actually, whether the my strangled voice, if I have the opportunity when they're lurking underneath this area, then I will be able to swoop in an attempt. It's evidently not a surefire way of obtaining play of the game, but it provides you a fair opportunity. At this moment, we have control of this area. We can, in fact, take advantage of this. Quite sure I saw the Mercy go. Or perhaps Metroman. Interesting. Should have anticipated that. I see the Symmetra going after me currently. She won't be able to kill me though. Basically just... And I'm deceased. Wonderful. Widowmaker, if you could use your ultimate, thank you. Now, if I could respond, wonderful. 1 minute, now there is time that's actually running out, and this may prohibit me from using my ultimate. I'd like to simply wait until they're actually pushing. Quite sure that the D.Va is below me. But Anna, would you like to heal me? Okay then. Well, I did provide you the opportunity. Time is running out. Perhaps I should use my ultimate now. Well, I just got played the game. Hopefully, that is. Wonderful. Let's simply hope that I obtain play of the game. And guard this area as well. This is actually a dangerous, very dangerous position for our entire team if we're unable to properly push and annihilate them. I appreciate the fact that it's literally just a Mercy and Lucio just running around at the moment. Okay, Wonderful. I was almost blasted into oblivion. I'm deceased. No, please don't nano boost me. Out of everyone. Look, I understand the logic, but you should not have nano boosted me. Wonderful, we secured it. Excellent job. Excellent indeed. Okay, I did not obtain play of the game. Regardless, let's have quite a fine match, and I commend our Junkrat upon that play of the game, whether it was ours or the opposition. But let's simply watch this. And I will conclude the video, evidently after this. Well, I think that was quite a fine match. Evidently our team was not coordinated enough for me to say it was excellent, but we were all efficient in our own ways, and I did relatively fine with Reaper, hopefully. So let's simply do this, and I hopefully can publish this video without any complications as we proceed. Here we are, let's view this. So I got a quadruple kill. I obtained a quadruple kill. Okay. Yes, I obtained a quadruple kill. Nonetheless, thank you for viewing, and farewell.